Hello everyone, welcome to another Fallout 76 guide. So I have just released a new video, and while playing I found out a little trick that I think I should share with everyone. It's about cap stashes and the new rework, the new system. So you probably noticed that you are not finding as many cap stashes and what's inside is not as much as it used to be. And you are right. So I had a hard time finding cap stashes, and the ones I found, they had very little caps inside. But I was missing something. So when you find a cap stash and you need to equip a certain perk, you can search for more caps inside, and that will give you way more caps than usual. So this perk will not trigger every single time, but it's helpful because it will duplicate, triplicate, or even more when you find caps and you have these choice. Okay, but before you start farming, there are some essential perks that you need to equip in order to make things easier and more efficient. So cap collector is a must-have, especially now after patch 5, because you will get this special ability to search cap stashes, which are now containers, and it will give you an increased chance to find way more caps. So please get it, max it out, and use it before you go out on your farming journey. The other perk that you should equip is a fortune finder, because when you get close to a cap stash, it will notify you with sounds. Now, you might know a lot of cap stashes from the past, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are still active or that you will always find them while looking for them, of course. So you should also get this perk to make sure that the cap stashes are actually there or not. There's something I want to share with you, which is at the Central Mountain Lookout. At this location you can find a tower, and when you go all the way up you will find a series of caps on top of a table. Now this is a very curious thing, I had never seen it before in the game, but it's just a free way to get some caps every day. So here it is, a little extra for you before we go into some more details. Now, as I said, I have been having a lot of issues finding cap stashes, but I will provide the locations that I am exploring and finding them. So I went to this location. It's a Vault-Tec facility, and some guides say there's like 3, 4, 5 cap stashes here, but I only found one. Despite server jumping and so on, I only found this one. And I started noticing that the cap collector perk no longer triggers as much. So I remember it used to trigger almost every single time, and now not so much. So I went to the Nuka-Cola facility after that one, and I also couldn't find many cap stashes. I only found 2, and again the perk didn't trigger much. There is a cap stash here normally in this locked door, but make sure to kill everything or they will interrupt you and make you fail. So there's the cap stash, and again the perk didn't trigger. There's only 14 caps inside. And we can move on to the next location, which I actually found another cap stash. I felt really lucky in this place. It's right here in this corner. And again, the perk didn't trigger. So I was starting to think that perk didn't work or it was bugged by now. But eventually, I just found out that it simply doesn't trigger as much as it used to. From here I headed to Poseidon Energy Plant, and I started my usual routine to find the cap stashes. There are supposedly a dozen at least. But again, I did not find as many as I usually did. So after killing everything that was attacking me, I headed to the first two locations, which are here at this camp. And the first one had one cap inside. Amazing, right? And no option again to search for anything else. Again, for those who don't remember, my cap collector is maxed out. But in this one, I had a chance to search it. You have to click space, don't forget, when you have the option to. And by clicking space in PC, I got 30 more caps. So yeah, that's beautiful. Unfortunately, it doesn't always trigger. But when it does, it's a great surprise. From the camp, you need to head all the way up. And there are around 4 cap stashes, but I only managed to find 2. One of them was empty for some reason. I noticed that cap stashes are empty if you have collected them within 24 hours. But I did not come here in the last 2 days, so I'm not sure why is it empty. I suspect it's just another bug. So you have to go down from there and search this place. There's normally a cap stash here, but none at this time. Then you head down, and in here there's another cap stash. And my perk triggered again. I got 27 more, which is even better. So the perk does work, it's just it doesn't work as often as it used to. Anyway, this was a little experiment that I did with crucial information that I think it will be useful for you. And that's it for me. I'm Marta Branco, thanks for watching. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!
Wow.